All right, so it's another beautiful Sunday afternoon, and it's exactly 4 p.m. My name is Kwaku Oduro for short, and this is the Sports 24 show running from now till 5 p.m., where we would be looking at a host of issues here. We would be looking at 10 years since Africa hosted the FIFA World Cup in South Africa, Ghana making its mark, Africa making its mark. What are some of your fond memories? Is the question I'm asking you this afternoon. Also, we will be looking at the English Premier League. It is almost in touching distance, 3 days to go, and definitely we know the winner. But there's an issue with Liverpool. If they are crowned champions, some of the players and the backroom staff may not be able to get the winners medal. I'll give you more details on that. The Spanish La Liga is also underway. There have been games that have gone on. Sensational return of the Spanish La Liga results that came through, and then also the build up to Real Madrid's game against Aiba at exactly 5:30 p.m. This evening. We'll look at it and results across the length and breadth of the world as far as sporting activities, football especially, is concerned. Would also be reading, or I'll be reading your messages. Do not worry, send all your comments, and if you are commenting, as I always tell you, make sure you add your phone number. You stand a chance of winning a prize this afternoon into the evening. Once again, share the video, like this video, comment, and when you comment and you want to win a prize or stand a chance of winning a prize, what you have to do is that you have to add your phone number. So share it and let us have a conversation right here on the Sports 24 show. Make sure you also read all our stories. Just log on to www.sports24online.com. We have everything lined up for you there. All the stories, what we are discussing, and even if you want to follow all matches live that are going on in Germany, in Spain, and what will be going on in Italy and in England, just go to sports24online.com, scroll, and then you see the live score button. Just click on it. Any game that is ongoing across the world, once it is football, you would get the live score, and so do not forget that as well. Share the video if you just tune in or if you are watching, and let others also enjoy exactly what we would be discussing here this afternoon into the evening. Also, remember that we would be taking you, I'll be taking you through some live scores as I said, and if you have any concerns also, you can bring it in. The English Premier League is almost starting. We have 3 days to go. What are your expectations is what I'm also asking you. The Spanish La Liga has already started. So far so good for you, or you think there's something that must be done? For me personally, one of the good moments has been the attendance by FIFA 20. So EA Sports is sponsoring attendance. The La Liga is using their stadium crowd noise to boost up the euphoria, and then also to boost up the excitement across the various stadia. Virtual attendance to make sure these players do not feel that they are playing in an empty stadium. Remember, nothing can replace human beings, but they are putting measures in place to make sure that at least something is being done. So all this said and done, I would be acknowledging our sponsor in a jiffy. But if you are in here, just as I said, try our website www.sports24online www.sports24online.com. You can also follow us on Twitter, it's at S24online, and also on Facebook it's Sports24 Online, and you can also like or subscribe to our channel on YouTube, is it Sports24online.com, where you can get us there as well. Quickly, let me remind you that the show is supported by Suke. Yes, Suke, let me tell you, Suke produces handcrafted shea butter and shea based cosmetics. So everything they use is made from shea butter. Currently, their products include the shea body butter, shea body lotion, baby cream, shea hair food, shea lip balm, and if you can see, my lips are shining. That is what I am using, the shea lip balm. They also have the shea black soap, 100% pure shea butter, and liquid hand wash. As a result of their product, people are now having their skins fresh and hair glowing all over. If you look at my face, no pimples. I use their product, that is the body lotion, and I bet you it is working for me like magic. No pimples on my face and everything, but I'm someone who likes groundnuts pop 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 pop. But if you, as you can see, I don't have any pimples on my face because I use Suke product, their shea product. So if you are looking for that natural skin for the entire family, then you have to try Suke's shea based product. You can contact them on 0502 574909, 0502 574909. You can also check them out. Their website is suke.com. Facebook is that is Suke Shea Butter, and Twitter at Suke Share, and Instagram at Suke Share Butter. So you can also check them out. Quickly, I will jump straight into the issues and into the discussions here. Share the video, like, comment, and when you comment, make sure you add your phone number. 2 lucky winners today as well. Last week, that is on Wednesday, we had 2 lucky winners, and prizes have already been sent to them. So you can also be a lucky winner today. Who knows? Whenever you comment, even if you comment 10 times, make sure you add your phone number and stand a chance of winning a prize. All right, so quickly we would be looking, or we'll be going straight into the issues here. But before we go into the issues, let me give you the results that have come through today in the Spanish La Liga. Athletic Bilbao have drawn 1-1 with Atletico Madrid, and at exactly 5:30, Real Madrid will be coming up against Eibar. You can send me your scoreline. If you can predict the scoreline, I would appreciate it. And then in the German Bundesliga, Augsburg have beaten Mainz 05 by 1-0, and it is 8 minutes where Schalke 04 are drawing 0-0 with Bayer Leverkusen. So this is by way of information for you with the live matches that are going on. Go to sports24online.com. Just scroll down, you will see the live score button. Just tap on it and you can monitor all the games there with the live score that is coming through here. But 10 years ago this month, Africa hosted the FIFA World Cup in South Africa, and we did not disgrace ourselves. We did so well. We are reliving what happened in South Africa 10 years ago. What are some of your fond memories? Some are saying it is the Luis Suarez versus Ghana game. Some are saying that it is the Lampard goal that was disallowed against Germany. Some are saying that it is the Iniesta final game goal that won Spain the World Cup. That is their fond memories and all of that. Some are also saying that Shabalala's goal in the first game put Africa on the map, and so that is their fond memories. Tell me, just talk to me about your fond memories. What can you remember about South Africa 2010, the FIFA World Cup, where Ghana also did Africa very, very proud? We'll hear from Shabalala, the man who scored the first goal in the World Cup 2010 that was hosted by South Africa, that was hosted by the continent of Africa, and his name is still in the history books. He was speaking on Joy Sports, and yes, he was speaking on Joy Sports. I would give you everything you need to know. So the sound bite you are going to play is kind courtesy Joy Sports, and quickly we'll hear from that. But if you have forgotten, let us relive the moment where Peter Drury described the goal of Shabalala when that ball hit the back of the net against Mexico. Let's quickly take a listen to how Peter Drury, the commentator, described Shabalala's goal and what it means to South Africa and what that goal meant to Africa at large. Let's take a listen to the commentary. We are reliving the FIFA World Cup 2010 in South Africa. This is Shabalala's goal.
George in South Africa. Marquez. He had to compose himself. It sat up beautifully for him just before he met him with his instep. And Perez is getting nowhere near that. That is a thunderbolt. And now we've got a bit of a shot coming. Wow. Wow.
All right, so that was reliving Shabalala's goal in the FIFA World Cup 2020 in South Africa. But he spoke yesterday to George Adu Jr. of Joy Sports, and we have the discussion here. Let's quickly take a listen to Shabalala, the man who scored the first goal in the FIFA World Cup 2010 in South Africa for Bafana Bafana, for Africa and for South Africa. This was how he felt on that day and how he even feels now. Let's take a listen to the discussion he had with George Adu Jr.
You and good morning to my lovely people at home out there. Hope you're all safe.
Okay, so tell me, what went through your mind after that goal and the celebration? Tell me about it.
It was a good feeling, you know. It was a big moment for me as a footballer. A big moment for Africa. It was an opportunity for Africa to show the rest of the world that, you know, Africa is and Africa is capable, you know, if only given a fair chance. And it was a proud moment when I scored that opening goal. And the celebration was to show that, you know, I had prepared for this moment and I was ready for that moment. And yeah, that's why I was dancing and we were happy. It was a moment to celebrate.
Oh my God! And I know for South Africa you have so much of dancing and the culture. We feel it, and I love the way Peter Drury went in with the goal chant and all. But tell me then, how has this week been for you? Because you have been trending on Twitter, you've been trending on Instagram, you've been trending on Facebook. The whole world is looking back at the World Cup, and you are the name that everyone's talking about. So how has the week been for you? I'm sure we had so many interviews.
Yeah, I think I'm the most important person this week. Yeah, but it feels good that, you know, people still remember, people still appreciate the goal. You know, it's 10 years later, but it feels like yesterday. You know, I've been doing a lot of interviews in South Africa, in Africa, you know, in Europe. So everyone, you know, wanted to share that moment and also to give me an opportunity, you know, to tell the world how I felt about that moment, what it meant to me, what it meant for Africa, what it meant for South Africa.
Right. Shabalala, I know that in the competition, South Africa was knocked out, no problems to that. But there was still one team that kept the Africa flag going all the way. That was Ghana. But Ghana was also knocked out, you know, when we played against Uruguay. Did you watch that match? And what were the feelings when it felt like Ghana was almost there yet but was knocked out?
Obviously, I was disappointed when we got knocked out, and the whole country was rooting for Ghana. Okay. You know, hence the nickname Bagana. Yeah, Ghana was a strong team.
Yeah.
They did very well. They played very well. They represented, you know, the continent very well. And it was just unfortunate, you know, the way we lost to Uruguay. I'm saying we because I was part of that. It was a World Cup for Africa.
Yeah.
And they made us proud. They made us proud. And you know, when it goes to penalties, it can go, you know, either way. But it's one of those highlights as well that we will take, and these are the stories that we need to tell our kids and next generations to come.
You have stories to tell your kids. I scored the first goal in Africa's first World Cup. Just a final one before you leave us this morning. What do you make of the performance of Africa in subsequent World Cups? I mean, look at our performances when it comes to Africa. What do you make of it?
We are getting there. You know, we are fighting, but I still feel that we can do more. I still feel that we deserve to push even harder. And I mean, with the players that are representing the continent in the big leagues, it will definitely, you know, help the standard of African football and also the experience that they get in those top leagues. You know, it'll benefit African football. And you know, 2022, I can't wait. Again, it's an opportunity for Africa to rise, for Africa to stand, and for Africa to show the world that.
All right, so that was Shabalala there, the man who scored the first goal in the FIFA 2010 World Cup in South Africa. We are reliving 10 years after the World Cup. What are some of your fond memories? Is it the Luis Suarez against Ghana antics? Is it the Frank Lampard goal against Germany that was disallowed? Or is it Iniesta's goal in the finals against the Netherlands that won them the World Cup? What are your fond memories? Share with me. I will be reading out your comments in due course. And when you are commenting today, 2 lucky fans would be getting prizes. So to qualify for it, when you comment, you can add your number, your phone number to it, and then we would contact you via phone call or via a WhatsApp message. So that is what we are going to do. But if you just join us, you can leave your comments. You can also share the video and comment, like, let others also watch this show. We are looking at the FIFA World Cup. Kindly send in what you make of 10 years after the FIFA World Cup and some of the fond memories. Do you know that it is the first FIFA World Cup that brought out 2 good soundtracks? The Waka Waka by Shakira and then the Waving Flag by Kenan. Waka Waka was the official song, the official World Cup song, and then the unofficial one was the Waving Flag, but they all made name. And so this is Africa for you. And then also remember the ball that was used, the Jabulani ball that was used. There were a lot of issues concerned that centered around the ball, that it made strikers very sharp and accurate, or shooting very sharp and accurate, but it frustrated goalkeepers. Some were saying that it looked like a beach volleyball and all of that because of the design. These are some of the fond memories that we are looking at. Also, we cannot discuss the FIFA World Cup 2010 in South Africa without talking about the Vuvuzela. Yes, countries that came from Asia, Europe, and the Americans were saying that, look, there's some level of energy in Africa that they have never seen before. Even FIFA said it has been one of the best. It has been the best organized World Cup ever to be hosted since 1938 or so, when the World Cup started. So that is also exactly what we are looking at. Spain, they were favorites to win, but remember they lost their first game against Switzerland in the that is 1-0, but they went on to win that game. And so these are some of the issues or some of the fond memories surrounding the FIFA World Cup 2010. You can also give me what you make of it. How would you assess what Africa did, and what would you tell FIFA to do? Do you think Africa is ready for another World Cup to be staged here? Maybe after Qatar 2022, when COVID has gone down, Africa can bid again and Africa can still host the FIFA World Cup. So away from that, as I welcome your comments, I'll be taking your comments in a jiffy. Do not worry, just send them in, share the video, like, and then also comment. When you are commenting and you want to stand a chance of winning a prize or be one of the 2 lucky winners, what you have to do is that add your phone number to it. Okay, so away from the FIFA World Cup, now let's look at Liverpool and the Premier League. The Premier League is in touching distance. I'm talking about the restart of the English Premier League is in touching distance. Just 3 days to go and all plans are in place. But there have been some disturbing news here, even though clubs that are involved have come out to, they have issued a statement on that. Norwich City, today about 4,200 or so tests came out, results of COVID-19 came out, and there were 2 positive cases that were recorded in the 8th round of tests carried out in England. And one Norwich City player has tested positive for COVID-19, and this is a player that took part in the friendly against Tottenham Hotspurs this week. And so there were some fears, but Tottenham Hotspurs have also come out to say that the player really was socially distanced from a number of the players, so there's no need isolating or self-isolating Tottenham players and the Norwich City players for 7 days, meaning that the Premier League can go ahead. The player in question has been asked to self-isolate, and definitely that is what he is doing. So that is the news we picked this morning as far as the return of the English Premier League is concerned. Away from that also, Liverpool, we know the winner. Now we are looking at who makes the top 4 for a Champions League bet, because Liverpool are already winners. They need to win just 2 games out of the 11 matches remaining for it to all be theirs. I mean the English Premier League trophy to all be theirs. But there is an issue. As I said, they are 6 points away from winning the English Premier League, Liverpool. But while plans for a trophy parade are on hold, a trophy presentation will see medals awarded as usual. Now this is where the problem lies, and this is where you have to be very attentive as I take you through exactly what is going to happen. When Liverpool wins the Premier League, the medals that would be given, it is not every player that will get it. It is not every backroom staff that will receive one. But you will say that, to be fair, all those that have contributed, all those that are around the club must be given a medal for them to at least show to their children and their grandchildren that, look, it took us a number of years, over 30 or so years, but when we won it, this was the medal and I was part of the winning team, either on the field or off the field. But something would happen, or something is going to happen that I'm going to take you through, and I believe that Liverpool know this, and they are putting plans or measures in place to make sure they satisfy everybody. So this is what would happen. This is what could happen. As a rule in the Premier League, yes, as a rule, the Premier League award just 40 medals. That is what the Premier League does. The Premier League awards just 40 medals to the winning side, to be distributed at the club's discretion across players and staff. So it means that not everyone will get it, so the club must use its own discretion to know that you have to give this one doesn't deserve it, and this one deserves it. But there are some criteria. There are criteria for those who are required to be given a medal, with players who have made 5 or more appearances across the league campaign obligated to one of the 40 medals. So with the 40 medals, if you are a player, a Liverpool player, and you have played 5 or more games, by hook or crook, you must get it. If you don't get it, you can report Liverpool to the FA, and the FA will deal with Liverpool. So the rest are to be awarded. If you are not a player and you've not played 5 games and above, the rest must be awarded based on the discretion of the club. So now the question is, which Liverpool players are getting one? Those that have made 5 appearances or more in the league this season. So far, 20 players have qualified for a medal on the basis of appearances made. 20 players so far, the Liverpool squad. So if Liverpool should win the league today, it means that 20 players are qualified for an automatic medal to be given to them. Roberto Firmino is one. He has made 29 appearances for Liverpool, so he qualifies. Virgil van Dijk has also made 29 appearances for Liverpool, so he qualifies. Trent Alexander-Arnold has also made 29 appearances for Liverpool, so he qualifies. And then Wijnaldum has made 28 appearances, he qualifies. Andy Robertson has also made 28 appearances, so he qualifies. Mo Salah has made 26 appearances, so he would be given an automatic medal. And then Sadio Mane has also made 26 appearances, he would also get an automatic medal. Jordan Henderson has made 25 appearances and he is getting an automatic medal, the winner's medal. Divock Origi has made 22 appearances, so he qualifies for an automatic medal. Alex Oxlade-Chamberlain has also made 21 appearances and he qualifies. Fabinho 20 appearances, so he qualifies. Alisson Becker has made 20 appearances, so he qualifies. Joe Gomez has made 19 appearances, so he qualifies. James Milner has also made 18 appearances and so he qualifies. Adam Lallana has made 15 appearances, so he qualifies. And the number 2 goalkeeper for Liverpool, remember Alisson Becker did not start the season, so it made way for him to make some appearances. So he has made 11 appearances this season in the league for Liverpool, so he also qualifies. Naby Keita has made 9 appearances, so he qualifies. Dejan Lovren has made 9 appearances, so he will be given an automatic winner's medal if Liverpool should win the league. Joel Matip has also made 8 appearances, so he qualifies. And then Shaqiri has also made 6 appearances for Liverpool, so he qualifies. And so these are the 20 players that by hook or crook they will get a winner's medal. So it means that now it will be left with 20 more medals to be distributed. And how is Liverpool going to distribute this? There are at least 4 more players who would conceivably break the 5 appearance threshold with 9 games to play. So I said 11 initially, but we have 9 games to go. Sorry about that. So let's see how that will go as far as who would get the medals aside these 20 players. So Takumi Minamino has made 3 appearances. So in the next 9 matches, if he makes at least 2 appearances, he also qualifies. Curtis Jones has made 2 appearances, so he needs 3 or more appearances to qualify for a winner's medal. And then Harvey Elliott has made 1 appearance, so it means that he needs about 4 or more appearances to qualify to be given a winner's medal out of the 40 that officially the Premier League would be given to the winning team. And so these are the players. Nico Williams has not made any appearances. And then we are looking at the staff, Jurgen Klopp staff. How are these going to be distributed? It is safe to say that those on the match day, those who sit on the bench on a regular basis, will be given 1. So those are Jurgen Klopp, Peter Crouch, Pepijn Linders, John Achabek, Andres Konamaya, Jack Robinson, and Lee Nopes, as well as Christopher Robeck. So these are the men, the staff that would also get it. And we are looking at other people that would get. So imagine 40 medals, and all these names that I've mentioned are going to get. There are a lot of them out there too. We are looking at the medical staff, we are looking at the scouts, we are looking at nutritionists, we are looking at a host of people surrounding the Liverpool squad. So it means 40 will not be enough. But what can Liverpool do? That is another thing, because it is a big discussion in England now, because they have hungered for the Premier League trophy for a very long time. So when we win it, at least there should be something for us to take home as players and staff, for us to show to our children and children's children that we were there or were part of the winning team. You can't say you were part and your name, or you have nothing to show for it. And so that is the issue. And so who are those that may miss out? We are looking at staff members. Is a tough task, but however, Ryan Brewster, Nat Phillips, Kayomin Keller, and Andy Longan have all been included in the match day 18 in the Premier League this season, but are either guaranteed not to or are unlikely to make 5 appearances in the next games, so they may not also get. The question also is, can Liverpool apply for an extra group of medals? Can Liverpool apply for extra medals? We are looking at, or we will use Manchester City when they won it last season as an example. The Premier League board can grant the title winners with additional medals, but only if more than 39 players have featured more than 5 times in the league over the course of the season. So if Liverpool should make a case that, look, you said a player qualifies for a winner's medal when he makes 5 or more appearances within the season. We've had more than 39, or we've had about 39 players making more than 5 appearances. then Liverpool can apply for additional medals. But with the look of things, it's not going to happen. Liverpool cannot make 39 players appear more than 5 times. So previously, special dispensation has been given to reserve goalkeepers, but this appears not longer be the case. And this is so because last season, for example, Claudio Bravo mounted the stage and lifted the trophy, the English Premier League trophy, but he was not given a goalkeeper's medal. That is what happened. And so Liverpool have a tall order in the way they will distribute their medals. But they can learn from Manchester City. Manchester City, this is what they did. All the players and then the backroom staff that did not get the medal, this is what they did. They designed their own winners medals and presented it to these individuals. So maybe Liverpool can look at that quickly. This is an interactive show. It's exactly 30 minutes into the show. Let me take some of your comments that have come through here, and then we'll move on and do some other issues here. How do you see FC Barcelona's restart to the La Liga, yesterday's game, and then also how are you envisaging the 5:30 kickoff game, that is Real Madrid versus Aiba at the Alfredo Di Stefano Stadium, the 6,000 seater capacity stadium, even though there will be no fans there, but it will be a very, very strange venue for that is Real Madrid to play on. Okay, so some messages that have come through here. Fuseni Abdulbasi says, I'm watching you live from Kapon. Thank you. Your number is here. Viper the Ruler Ragadon has also sent in this one. In fact, the World Cup ball was a problem for goalies. Okay, because of how it spins. The sound of the vuvuzela made us proud Africans. I think Africa can still host another World Cup. Good one there, Viper. Thank you. Ghana shall give the citizens a run for their money. And then Al Hassan Wunzo says that next season will be Chelsea's season. All of you adding or including your phone numbers. Thank you so much. Swale Bauer says that watching you live from Policy. Thank you, Swale. And Viper also has sent in this one. Charlie, awesome weekend of sports. This summer, LFC will surprise everyone in the transfer market. Hashtag we will never walk alone. I'm expecting classic matches in the EPL return. And that goal in the opening game of the World Cup 2010 by South Africa versus Mexico was a cracker. Viper, thank you. And then my own brother Ras Badahine says that I'm having a good time here with Sports 24 show. The GOAT is back again, and he did his thing yesterday. Thank you, KOD, and he has also added his number here. Thank you so much, my brother, for joining in the show. Quickly, let me take more of your comments here. Hazard has also sent in this one. Good evening to you, Mr. KOD. My fantasy Premier League team is set to lift the Kesme FM Fantasy League when the Premier League resumes. Come this Wednesday, watching you live from Tolon. And then Rauf says that, good evening, Mr. KOD. What a great show out there. Thank you for giving us the best always. By the way, greet all Chelsea fans for me. And he has also left his phone number. Yakubu Sadek has also sent in this one. Good evening, Mr. KOD. In fact, you are doing a great job. Keep it up. My greetings to all the Blues fans from Sadek Jisonaili. He has also left his phone number there. So if you are watching, just share the video, like and comment. And when you are commenting, don't forget to add your phone number. You stand a chance of winning a prize today as well. All right, so quickly, what do you make of everything that we have given out to you? And now let us look at some results that are coming through in the German Bundesliga. Yes, it is still 36 minutes. Schalke 04 are drawing 0-0 with Leverkusen. And remember that the Madrid Aiba game is at exactly 5:30. As and when the lineup comes out, I will let you have it. But what do you make of FC Barcelona's performance yesterday, Leo Messi's performance yesterday, and what to expect from Hazard and Co. this evening at exactly 5:30 p.m. in the Spanish La Liga? Away from all of these, we'll come back, but there are a lot of transfer news also going on here. But we are picking a very, very big news from Spain. Barcelona are reportedly set to trigger Thomas Partey's release clause. They are looking for a replacement for Sergio Busquets, and they see Thomas Partey as the best fit player for that position to come and replace Sergio Busquets when it seems his time is almost up and he might be leaving FC Barcelona very, very soon. What do you make of Barcelona bidding for Thomas Partey, and do you think Partey should take his chances and move to FC Barcelona? That's a question for you to answer. So send me a message, send me a comment, and let us discuss. Thomas Partey, FC Barcelona says that we are going to pay your 50 million euro buyout clause so that you come and play for us, FC Barcelona, because we need a replacement for Sergio Busquets, and we see you as the best replacement for the midfielder who is seeing the end of his FC Barcelona career. So what do you make of this? And then another big one, because Manchester United comes in here. Yes, Edinson Cavani and Thiago Silva are set to leave PSG this summer after the conclusion of the club's Champions League campaign in August. So that is the news we are picking. Uruguay striker Cavani is PSG's record scorer with 200 goals, and Brazil defender Silva is 35. He is the captain. So Thiago Silva and Edinson Cavani, PSG says that we will not continue with you. We are not going to renew your contract. So after the season, remember that the French Ligue 1 has been cancelled. PSG, they have been voted, or they have been declared champions, and so they do not have any league games to play. But remember, they have qualified PSG for the next round of the UEFA Champions League. So it means that Edinson Cavani and Thiago Silva are eligible to play for PSG until after August, when the UEFA Champions League finals is played. Then they can move. So is it now time for Manchester United to quickly move in for Edinson Cavani, because he is one of the most sought after European striker, or a striker who plies his trade in Europe this season. So let's see how that goes. How about 35-year-old Thiago Silva? Should Manchester United look his way? And I know English clubs are red alert on these two key players that are set to leave PSG. And also to some other news here, where we are looking at what happened in Spain last night at Mallorca. The game was played behind closed doors, but a fan made his way onto the pitch wearing an Argentina jersey with Messi's name and number behind, and he took a selfie. He managed to take a selfie with Leo Messi on the pitch, even though he was at least a meter away from the Barcelona superstar. La Liga is saying that they see it as a criminal offense because he has put the lives of every player on the pitch in danger. And then also security at Mallorca. How on earth did you allow this fan to get into the stadium, not to talk of getting onto the field of play, when you've been asked that no fans are supposed to be allowed into the stadium? Now this man was interviewed in one of the Spanish radio stations. He's a Frenchman who lives in Mallorca. He says that Messi is his idol, and ever since the game against Mallorca was rescheduled and he got to know the day and the time, he has been planning this all this while, and so he knew what he was going to do, and he flipped over a 2-meter wall, made his way into the stadium, and then made his way onto the field of play. So La Liga is saying that they will treat the issue as a criminal offense, and so the man in the coming days will know exactly what happened. But yesterday, FC Barcelona won by 4-0. Messi setting a new record with his goal. That was his 20th of the season, so he becomes the first ever player in the Spanish La Liga to score 20 or more goals in a season for 12 consecutive seasons. That is Messi for you. And his assist took him to 14, making him the top scorer right now in the Spanish La Liga and at the same time the top assist provider in the Spanish La Liga as we speak. So these are the records that Messi set yesterday. We are looking at what Madrid will also do this evening, because the race for the Spanish La Liga title is really a tight one. Now it is 5 points ahead of Madrid. If Madrid should win tonight, then it means that it comes back to 2 points. Atletico Madrid and Athletic Bilbao have drawn their games, so for them, their chances of winning the league is very slim. So these are some of the issues coming up. But let's quickly, let me take some of your comments that have come through here before we look at other issues as far as the transfer market is concerned. Quickly, some more comments have come through here, but if you just joined us, you can also leave your comment. When you leave your comment, just add your phone number to it, stand a chance of winning a prize. Yes, 2 lucky fans or viewers are going to get a prize, and that is why we are asking you for your phone number. We would contact you when you win. Okay, so some more messages here. Misode Faustin says that Silva should lobby a move back to AC Milan. Yes, that's a good idea, because in Italy, the older you are, the better you become. Chris Brown really played well yesterday, though Messi wasn't giving him enough passes. Griezmann is just useless in that team. So he is talking about Braithwaite. Now they call him Chris Brown. And Viper says that Partey to Barca is not a bad move, but he must be assured of game time. That is what he's saying. Partey shouldn't waste his career at Barca. That is exactly what Faustin is also saying. I'm watching you live from Kapoene. Hussein Abdul Basit, thank you so much for your message. So you can also quickly add your voice and then share your thoughts with us. This is an interactive segment where I interact with the fans out there. So all messages, I will read every message that comes in. So even if you have sent a message already and we are discussing another issue, send as many messages as you wish and let us discuss. Thomas Tepate, FC Barcelona, is saying that, look, we would activate your 50 million euro buyout clause because we want a replacement for Sergio Busquets, and we see you as the best fit player for that. Some are saying he should go. Some are saying that he shouldn't waste his time. Others are saying that, look, if Barcelona comes knocking, you can't say no. Why don't you take your chances and let's see? For all you know, you can be the next big thing to happen in the camp of SC Barcelona. Yeah, Toure and the likes have all done it. Seydou Keita have also done it. Samuel Eto'o has done it. Why don't you also go there and do it for Ghana Party? So what do you think? It's a bit dicey. Everybody has a reason for saying Partey should either go or not go. Some are saying, for me personally, I'm saying that we would need a Ghanaian to prove his worth there. Kevin Prince Boateng went there and things really did not go well. So maybe Thomas Partey can go there and do the job for us. And Ras Badahini says that as for Barca, Partey should consider it a no-go area for now. Okay, so if it's a no-go area for now, I don't think by next season Barcelona will go there. So it means that it should be a no-go area at all for Partey. But won't he regret it one day? What would it have looked like if I have played, or if I had played for FC Barcelona? That is what he is also, or that is what he can ask himself, or he would be asking himself in the future. Anyway, let's do some results here, and then there are some serious transfer news coming up. I'm trying to see if we can get the lineup for the AIBA game, the Madrid AIBA game. Yes, the lineup is not out yet. It is still Schalke 040, Bayer Leverkusen 0, and so that is it. Trying to see if we can get the lineup for the Madrid versus AIBA game. Let's see. Okay, all right, so we have the starting lineup for Madrid. So Thibaut Courtois will be in post. Marcelo, Rafael Varane, Sergio Ramos, and Dani Carvajal are the defenders. Toni Kroos is starting. Luka Modric and Casemiro are all starting. Rodrigo is also starting. Eden Hazard and Karim Benzema are the starters for that is Madrid, and then Aiba will have Marco Dimitrovic in post, Pablo de Blasis, Paulo Oliveira, Rafa Suarez, and Aniax Abila. These are the defenders. They are playing a 4-4-2 formation. Sergio Alvarez, Edu Exposito, Sebastian Cristoforo, and Roba are the midfielders. And then in attack, Kike and Fabian Orellana would be striking for Aiba. So the starting lineup coming through here. So on the bench, we have Ferland Mendy, Eder Militao, Federico Valverde, Brahim Diaz, Isco, James Rodriguez, Vinicius Jr., Marco Asensio, Gareth Bale, and Javier Hernandez. So these are the players on the bench for Madrid. So it means that Bale is not starting, Eden Hazard is starting, and we are all going to watch his performance. I know Chelsea fans would have their eyes on Eden Hazard. So this is the starting lineup for both Real Madrid and Aiba in the Spanish La Liga. The English Premier League, we have 3 days to go, and we are anticipating, for me personally, I am looking forward to the English Premier League, and when it starts in the big games, there would be a lot of prizes to be won here on the Sports 24 show. To some transfer news and rumors here, yes, Dortmund squad manager, that is Sebastian Kehl, has dismissed speculations linking Jadon Sancho with a move to Liverpool this summer. Manchester United are also interested in the 20-year-old England forward. So the man says that he is not moving to Liverpool. But when it comes to Manchester United, we can't say anything about it. And England boss Gareth Southgate has told Sancho he does not need to leave Dortmund to continue his development. This is what happens to the English boys or players. Sometimes they feel that when they are playing away from England, when it comes to the national team, they might not be considered. And then also in terms of player development, they see England as the best place to develop as a player. But Southgate is saying that don't worry, you can still develop in Germany, you can still develop at Dortmund. I don't know what you make of this. Tottenham Hotspurs have been offered the chance to sign Wales and former Arsenal midfielder Aaron Ramsey from Juventus. His move from Arsenal to Juventus hasn't gone well for him due to injuries and then also lack of playing time. RB Leipzig boss Julian Nagelsmann says that Timo Werner has no future at the club as the 24-year-old German forward ways to complete his move to Chelsea. So this is good news for all Chelsea fans. And Chelsea goalkeeper Kepa Arrizabalaga has 9 games to prove his worth at Chelsea, with a number of high-profile replacements being considered for the 25-year-old Spain goalkeeper. So it looks as if Lampard really do not want to see eye to eye or eyeball to eyeball with Kepa Arrizabalaga due to certain basic or textbook mistakes he's been making in his last games before the abrupt break in the Premier League. Arsenal also looks set to win the race for French centre-back Dayot Upamecano, with Manchester United and Bayern Munich also interested in the 21-year-old RB Leipzig player. And Jorginho and Juventus boss Maurizio Sarri have not spoken since the latter left Chelsea, but the 28-year-old Italy midfielder has been continually linked with the Serie A side. So he was quizzed whether he has spoken to his former manager. He says, no, we've not spoken before. But why is that he wants you at Juventus? He says that he doesn't also really know. Manchester United are prepared to sell Brazil midfielder Andres Pereira to fund a move for Ajax and Netherlands midfielder Donny van der Beek. And United have also been tracking Spain under-21 winger Ansu Fati, but now accept the 17-year-old who stay at FC Barcelona. So indeed, Manchester United officially wanted to sign Ansu Fati. They made a bid of about 100 million euros for his signature, but he says that he has agreed with FC Barcelona that he is not moving an inch out of the new camp. So exactly that is what is happening as far as the transfer market is concerned. Now let's come back to Africa and look at what is happening. It looks as if Ghana, we are dead silent on when football is returning. We don't know what the president is going to say. We are picking the news that he would be addressing the nation this evening as well. But even if he lifts the ban on public gathering, which is highly unlikely, are we set? What is the FA doing? There's no roadmap as to when football will return. And for me, I always share in the thought that the Ghana Premier League should just be cancelled, and then maybe winners for Africa, or picking clubs that will qualify or represent Ghana in CAF competition should be done on sporting merit. We should have a way of picking representatives for Africa, and so we should just end the league, because we have not put anything in place. It is not a matter of the president coming in to say that tomorrow football activities can go on. Then we carry ourselves onto the field of play and then we start playing. We should have some formalities. We should have a way back to restarting football. That is what I genuinely think should be done. We should have a way back to football, and we've not heard anything. What the FA is telling us is that they are talking to the COVID-19 task force, they are speaking to Ghana Health Service, they are working hand in hand with government to see, but we don't have anything on paper. Look at what Spain did, Italy, England. So we know in England today, the 8th round of tests has come out. About 1,200 tests were carried out. Results are in. There have been 2 positive tests recorded, one from Norwich City, and so the player in question is self-isolating for 7 days, and then another test would be done. And if even you move to Tanzania have brought out a roadmap, and I'll take you through. Yes, the Tanzania Premier League will become the second after Burundi to restart after a 3-month stoppage occasioned by the COVID-19 pandemic. After the government okayed for sporting activities to resume from June 1, the Tanzanian Football Federation drafted out fixtures for the remaining 10 rounds of matches. So on the 13th of June, this month, so it has already started. Today is 14, so it means that it started yesterday. So the Tanzanian league has started. And when we move to Equatorial Guinea, for them, they know that we can't, with all the requirements, with everything that is needed for football to start. The Equatorial Guinea, they have annulled the season due to COVID-19. So they are the latest football association to announce the annulment of its league across the country due to challenges posed by the COVID-19 pandemic. They said they can't take it, and I don't know. Ghana, what are we doing? There should be something that must be said. We should have a clear-cut way or stance on it. It is like, oh, let's wait and see. Let's wait and see whether we want to start or not. There have been some engagements, but nothing concrete has come out and everything. It makes it frustrating. It makes it not so encouraging. We are not happy because we don't know whether the league will start or not. Is it that one day we will be there, let's start tomorrow, or we'll be there, the league has been cancelled? If we know we'll start, we will know. We should know by now, and then just put the information out there that the league will start. We are putting measures in place. This is the first stage, second stage, and maybe after the third stage, we can start and then implement other stages. But to tell you the truth, if we should go professionally by what the world is doing, every 4 days, players must be tested. Player movement must be controlled. Can we do it? Every week, every game week in the Premier League. I know the Premier League will start, but I don't think the Division 1 League can start alongside the Ghana Premier League. Every game week, it will cost a club about 60,000 Ghana cedis to play a game. Testing, putting in safety protocols, and paying for venues and everything. It will cost each club about 60,000 Ghana cedis. Are we ready? How many clubs can afford this? Even the Kotokos and then the Accra Hearts of Oaks, can they afford it? Is also the big question. So if we consider all these things, and some are saying that can't government support these clubs to do the testing. The question is, you have set up your club. You want government to help you. Are you going to sign a contract with government that if you support us and tomorrow my goalkeeper is being scouted by Barcelona, Chelsea or Manchester United and he makes that big money move, you give a percentage to government? You need to do something. Government can only give a token but cannot carry the burden of clubs on their head or on its head. That is so to say, because football is money. Once you want to do football, you also have to know that, or you must know that you have to pay and then you have to invest into it. How far or how much have you invested that you think government should support? If you go elsewhere, they are putting in a lot. So if government is coming in, government knows that, look, we can get something out of this. But in Ghana, what do we see? This is a wake-up call for all of us. Tanzania is starting. Burundi, they've started already. Equatorial Guinea says that we can't. We have annulled the season so that we will start afresh next season or next year. I don't know what we are waiting for, but I believe that we should just cancel the league. Let me see if there are some messages here, because we have 3 minutes to end the show. Let me quickly take some of your comments. I said this is for the fans, and so all your comments are going to be read here. This one here says that, okay, let me take this one. Okay, Faustin says that, so will the EPL come on as Norwich players are contracting the coronavirus? Players' health should not be risked. And then Madrid 3, Aiba 1. Today, Hazard hat-trick loading. And Faustin says that, so football agents won't stop using Manchester United to seek for huge contracts for their players. Okay. With the Norwich City player, we are told that it is safe. Because even the Norwich City players will not self-isolate because he did not have that close contact with his colleagues, and so it will not be that of or much of a problem. Let me take more comments here. Let me see. I'm not leaving any comments out because it takes your data to watch, and so if you have also sent in a comment, I have to do or clear all comments before I sign off from the show. Okay, all right, so I'm trying to get to your messages. None of the Ghanaian clubs can afford the cost of testing. As for governments involving themselves, how many people are tested even in the public? That's a good one there. So that's what Faustin is asking. Is it true? Even in the public, how many people are tested? How many people are tested? And anyway, for me, I believe that once you have made up your mind that you want to do football, you should also be ready to invest into the team or the club, and that would also help you. So on this note, it's exactly 5 p.m. we would end the show here. All the issues that we'll be looking at when you visit our website, www.sports24online.com, all the stories are there. Go there and then read. You can also follow us on Facebook, it is sports24online.com, and then also on Twitter is at s24online, and then on YouTube you can also subscribe to our channel. Just go and search for sports24online.com, and you can follow us and then also subscribe to our channel. We have a lot of great things coming out for you. This is just the beginning that we are using to see certain things. We want to make this big, and we can't do that without you. And thank you so much for always supporting us. Thank you so much for always making us number one. My name once again is Kwaku Oduro, KOD for short. This has been the Sunday's edition of the Sports 24 show. We are bracing ourselves up 30 minutes to the start of the Spanish La Liga game between Madrid and Aiba. Everybody is tipping Madrid to win after that long break in football. We are back again. Yesterday Barcelona did it, and I know the players of Madrid are motivated by Barcelona's performance to also start on a very good and a brighter note against Eibar this evening at exactly 5:30. Even with the news that Athletic Bilbao have drawn 1-1 with Atletico Madrid, it makes it more motivating for Real Madrid to win. So to all the Madrid fans, we are all going to watch the game. That's why we are ending. We started at 4, we are closing at 5. Then we'll wrap it all up here in the studios, and then we'll also watch the game. Thank you so much for your regular custom. We are back on Wednesday night, and we'll give you another interesting show on the Sports 24 show. May the good Lord be with us all, and don't forget, if you say a prayer, don't forget to say one for everybody that is involved, especially the world, as we are seeking to curb and arrest and kick out COVID-19. Ghana, the positive test cases going up, and we are told that the president will be speaking to us tonight. Let's hope for the best. If you pray for all presidents and leaders of the world. This is really tough times for them, and we should take politics out of everything that is happening and support all leaders to make sure that we overcome this pandemic. After we have overcome coronavirus, we can now bring politics, and then we can debate our ideas and ideologies. Thank you so much. My name is Kwaku Oduro. Make a date on Wednesday night at exactly 8 p.m. for another show. And don't also forget that we need you to be reading our stories. Go to sports24online.com and then read our stories. As for Brandon, you can see with Brandon we have that taste for an international appeal, and so check out our website. All the games are live also there, sports24online.com. Just scroll down, you would see the live score button. Tap on it, and all the games that are being played, you can monitor all the score lines, the live scores, only on sports24online.com. Thank you, and we say we love you. Good evening.